There's an ancient path that calls out to me, inviting me to meander along its winding trails, climb its glorious mountains, and descend through its spectacular green valleys. Pilgrims from all over the world have answered the call for over 1,000 years, and now it calls to me yet again. Can't shake it. It just keeps demanding that I step out of the normality of life to answer its call. Join me as I continue to walk the Camino Primitivo, an adventure of a lifetime that you cannot miss. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's great to see you all on this fine, fantabulous day. Day 5 has arrived at the Camino Primitivo, and today we're heading to who knows where, because it's really hard to get accommodation at 25k. So the town which is before it, Bruno Cake, I don't know whether that's right, but that's how some of the other people are pronouncing it who are not English. Well, that is only 17k. I can't do 17k, I need to do more than that. So I'm hoping to get 25k done. We'll see how it works out. So maybe I can get to the next town or the town after that. But for now, the conditions are cloudy, murky, fairly horrible. I don't know whether, there we go, that's the situation. But last night was awesome, sleeping in my own bed. Nobody snoring but me. Maybe I'm the one who's causing all the problems in the albergues. Maybe it's this little ginger dude. Anyway, onwards and upwards, let's crack on. Well, I've got to say that this temperature is just perfect to walk in. The kind of misty, cloudy environment is spooky and wonderful and magical, and I'm really enjoying it. At the moment, we're just traveling up. Every day seems to start with an up on the Primitivo, so we are just hiking through these little valleys up to the tops, and it's lovely. Completely alone, not a pilgrim in sight, as has been often my days. I have to say, more time alone than with others so far, but I'm really enjoying that. So it's up the valley I go, and let's hope that there's some breakfast for me nearer the top, because I jumped out of that hotel quickly without any food. So if you live in a city or a town near roads, I wonder how often you get to be out where there's no sound other than nature. So just for a second, let's just listen to it, because there's not a car or a person in sight. Birds, river, the odd cow. It's glorious. Tell you what I hear, the resounding sound of the Creator and what He's done. it is climb, climb, climb. I can't tell you how good it is though. I think this is just one of my favorite days ever on a Camino. The sun, the mist, the morning dew, the river, and wow, it's just amazing. I mean, I cannot tell you how wonderfully peaceful this environment is. And it's lovely. The pilgrims are starting to get to know one another now, and yeah, it's just magical. It's magical. What a sense of peace that I feel right now. Even though I'm climbing the whole time. Hard work, but yet a sense of peace. Wonderful. So one of the absolute joys of doing the Camino is it's your Camino, you do it your way. Some people like to plan it all out and have it all fully organized. Other people like to, just wing it. I like to do a combination of the two. So today I am winging it. I have not looked at the apps. I've not read any of the guidebooks. I have no idea what's ahead of me today. And what I'm discovering is that it's just complete climbing the entire day. It's 26k potentially. I can stop at 17, but I keep going on to 26k of just climbing. And I've got to tell you, it is stunning. We're climbing through this valley, through this forest, right next to this river, and it has been one of the most wonderful walks of my life, and I had no idea it was coming. What's amazing, I was really disappointed that I didn't get to climb the full mountain pass because of the supposed bad weather that was coming in. So I chose to come and do this. But this has been my favorite day, I think, ever on the Camino. So when you don't know, everything's a surprise. And truly today has been one of the most glorious surprises of my life. We are heading up. It's up. And I'm loving it. Well, this is truly amazing. Made it to the top of our climb today, 613 meters up. I think we go to 1100 today. It's some significant climbing, but I'm telling you that the view is insane. This low cloud back here, it's just jaw-dropping. It's been a lot of hard work, serious sweating, and I got lost a little bit on the trail. Went chasing a cow to film, but managed to find my way back to the top. So this is I'm not sure it's the highest point of the day, but it really is, man, it feels like you're on top of the world. Of course, what goes up must come down, and now it's straight down. So it's time to get my jiggle on. Let's get down there. 100 meters up, you've got this lovely building. There's a chapel there, there's some farmhouse, and wow, what a place to be living. Spectacular. What I wish there was a bar, because a nice Coke Zero right now would be great. But sadly, to no avail. Now at the end of it all, we're deep into a beautiful pine forest. Having spent 10 years in the southwest of France in Hossegor, living in a pine forest, it's so nice to be walking around in here and got it all to myself. Not a soul in sight, and it's just stunning. It's a wonderful experience in here. I mean, everything today has been a wonderful experience, and I keep using that same term. It's wonderful, it's wonderful, wonderful. Need to come up with some more descriptive words of praise for where I am. It's magnificent, stupendally. Oh, you what? All right, I better get somewhere and have a drink. Well, there we go. That was an amazing burger. Yes and amen. But it cost me 22 euros. 22 euros! What? I said, I'm just paying for one person. But sure enough, no, that was the price. So it's full gourmet prices of burgers up here in Spain. Truly spectacularly expensive, but wow, it was a good burger. 22 euros worth of goodness. Okay, so these are the choices. I can do an extra 19k to Grand de Salim or Bordeaux, less than 1k. Oh, which is where I've just come from. I've just had a burger there. So I guess it's 19k onwards. Oh my life. That's a long way. Tractors everywhere. Two things you've got in this country: tractors and churches. That's a beautiful combination. Tractor. Tractor. Look at this one. Now, it's a Lamborghini tractor. Well, this day's got it all. We've had beautiful valleys to climb, mountains to conquer, incredibly scenic views to enjoy. Then the descents, of course, rocky descents, chaotic descents, then down back into forests, pine forests no less, and now rolling hills, walking on asphalt on the road. And it's got it all. So just reaching a mesa, and I know that because, well, it says it right there. And a mesa is an option to stay. Apparently, I might be able to get accommodation here. Otherwise, if I don't make that, I'm gonna have to rock out another 15k beyond this. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. It's really hot right now, actually. Oh, look at these tractors. Tractor. Tractor. Gotta love it. La Mesa. What a great place. Hello, doggy. So, yeah, so this is an option. Maybe I can find somewhere to sleep here tonight. Well, La Mesa had the spot for me. I saw this albergue, and with that incredible Camino sign right there, I just thought, I've got to go in and ask. So I did, and sure enough, they've got space. So tonight, I'm staying here, which means that the extra 14K will have to be done tomorrow. And you know what? It was kind of emotionally hard for me because I love to do the big numbers. And, you know, I know one other person who was cracking out the big number today, and I'm like, oh, I want to be able to do the same. But it's been such a brilliant walk, such an amazing day, that I kind of feel like at 4 o'clock it's a good time to finish. And having booked in, feeling good about it, but also, oh, should I have kept going? I just looked up and there's rain clouds on the horizon, and it would have been a disaster to finish today with rain. Instead, I'm finishing today with a brilliant albergue. I mean, this place, check it out. This place has got a swimming pool. Gotta love it. So I think in a few moments time I might be jumping in that and having some fun. Anyway, what a special place to be hanging out. Gotta love life, huh? Tractor, 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 and the day hasn't even started. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and it is day 6, heading to Granda Salam. I think maybe somewhere around there, pronunciation-wise. And short day today. The theory is just 17K, but I feel like I'll need to do a little bit more than that. The sun is yet to break, but we are beginning the day, like every single day, with a climb, because that's what the Camino loves to throw at us. So let's get this day started, shall we? Let's hit the road, Jack.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
The only way's up. The long and winding road.
The long and winding road.
And I would walk 500 miles. Oh dear Lord, shut up, Richard. Let's go. And still we are climbing. Yeah, it's always a serious start to the day. On a road, on the asphalt. But yeah, it is awesome. Because look what's happening behind me. Man, the colours are getting glorious. Hopefully see the sun in just a few moments. Sunrise in Spain. In the mountains on the Primitivo. Life is good. And the creator of life, man, he shows us his blessings, eh? I'm excited today to walk through this beautiful planet that's been gifted to us as human beings. We get to share it with the trees, the birds, the animals. What a privilege it is. So let's see what happens today. A whole bunch of pink sky just there. Oh, what an amazing start to the day as we walk up and over these mountains, hanging out above the cloud line. And as you can see in the background, there's all the kind of clouds hugging the mountains and little bits of sunlight peeping through every once in a while. It truly is a mystical, magical experience. Now it's the descent, having just done a 30-40 minute climb out of Lamez, I think it was Lamez last night. And I think it's around about 15k to our official end of the day destination, which I don't know whether that's enough for me, but we'll see as we go. Anyway, now it's time to start to get down the mountain. Look at that. What's wonderful about the Camino is you have these markers pointing the way throughout the entire route. Every single day we follow these markers and look at the places that it brings you to. It's just breathtaking. This sea of fog just kind of rolling down the mountainside and the sun hitting it from all sorts of different angles, creating all these incredible colors. I mean, I could spend all day here, couldn't you? I mean, wow, it's phenomenal. I think it's the great joy in life is to sit in God's creation and just take it in, breathe it in. And you know what? There's not a soul here, completely by myself. I'll see you later.
Waiting around till the sun comes out and you tell me I've been here. There's fog in the air and the trees are bare. Well, I guess it's that time of year. She asked me if I'm fine. I haven't seen you smiling some time. Head up high, it'll be alright. We're always gonna come back home. Head up high, stop wasting time. We're always gonna come back home.
What is this?
So come back home.
Well, as we continue to descend, we're now dropping down beneath the cloud line. So what was glorious sunshine is about to become kind of murky and eerie. But I understand that on today's hike, there is a lake to be seen. So maybe it's a good thing we're dropping down beneath the cloud, because the cloud is showing everything right now, it's covering everything. I don't know whether it's due to burn off or not, but down into the depths of the mountain we go. I feel like I'm in some kind of Lord of the Rings epic, and I am clearly that ginger dwarf. Oh no, I've become the ginger dwarf in Lord of the Rings. Unbelievable.
I have the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a fox.
Well, I found the river. It's down there, covered by the fog. That's a shame. I'm all steamed up. Whew, can't see anything. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh yeah, that's a lot clearer. Yes. Well, not that much if I'm truthful. But anyway, there's the river. It's not a river, it's a lake. There's a body of water covered by clouds. Let's try and describe it correctly, shall we, Rich? Well, that was clearly one of the hardest descents of my entire life. That was a shocker. I thought that coming out of Deba on the Norte was hard and, you know, down to Deba, and there's been some bad ones on the Francaise also, but this was horrific. I mean, that was just never-ending pain on my knees. And sadly, the mountain lake didn't really appear in its full glory because of the fog that's upon us right now, and we are actually just a few K from our supposed final destination, Wildest de Salam, which is 8.3K away, just 8.3K. So, and now it's climb time again. So reached the bottom of the mountain, now we start to climb. It's a shame. I was hoping to be able to jump in that river, but it's not taking us actually to the river. It's now sending us up around the other side of another mountain. C'est la vie. Anyway, for those of you who are doing day 6, be aware that it is magical, but you want your knee braces on. If you didn't need one before, you'll need one by the end. I've had a disaster. My glasses, expensive new glasses, have fallen off my head, and also I've lost from this gimbal, I've lost the end bit which holds everything together, and it's essential. So now I've got to go climb back up the ruddy hill that I just ran down to try and find it. I'm not happy. So wonderfully, a guy just passed me who picked up the thing. This is the tripod bit that holds my camera. So I'm stoked on that, but I've not found my glasses, so I've now got to go searching to find my glasses. Yes! This guy's found my glasses! Incredible. Yes, and it was right at that moment. Yes. Look at this. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Yo! How great is the Camino? Buen Camino, wow. Well, that's incredible. There we go. I've got my other glasses. These are for reading, and these are so I can see where I'm going. I mean, they both look fairly silly, as my wife would say, but it's all I got. So I'm stoked. And these ones cost like $100. These ones were €10, so if I lost them, no big deal. But these babies, and they're also the only ones, which is why they're important to me, the only ones on which I can do that, where my sunglasses actually fit on top of them, because I can't afford to buy prescription sunglasses. Who can? Anyway, that's great news. Back on with the trail. A little bit of drama for the day. Well, after the chaos of Glassgate, happy to say that things have started to get better. Now, just traversing alongside the lake, I thought that we were actually moving away from it, but still within view, and actually you can see a little bit more now, which is lovely. So stoked on that, and not long before our final destination, which I think today I'm going to actually take a short day and give my body a chance to rest. So I think actually today 17 is going to be all right. and just have some time enjoying and relaxing and reading. I'm doing some chilling out and praying, I think, maybe the thing that's waiting ahead. So this day is full of surprises. So we've descended down the mountain and we've reached the bottom, and it's a dam, and we're going to investigate further, but it's some crazy stuff going on over there. I mean, I don't know what they've built, but super exciting. What a cool place to find yourself. Love it. What is that? Gotta go in here. All right, this is just in the middle of the road, and what have we got? Oh man, oh my life, that's crazy. It's like something out of James Bond. Well, I tell you what, this architecture is insane. The engineering it must have taken to build this thing. And it kind of feels like I'm in some kind of 007 movie. Which, wow, would be cool. Oh man, how awesome would it be to drive an Aston Martin around these roads. Whoa. But for now, it's awesome to be walking slowly around these roads. Yeah, what an amazing place. I have no idea the name of it. I can only tell you it's on day 6. Can you believe it? An Aston Martin just drove through here. I mean, James Bond literally just drove past me in this chaotic scene. Sadly, I wasn't offered a lift. I didn't get to go in that Aston Martin. Maybe next time, eh? But for now, these 2 feet will do the job. Come on. Yoo-hoo! I've got ultras on. The Aston Martins of the foot world. Well, time for a drink and a rest, I think. Let's go take 5 minutes, shall we? Oh, wow. Not a bad spot to have a quick coffee, eh? Or an orange juice. Yes, I think an orange juice will be nice. And I've got my bacon sandwich to go, and just continue to enjoy the day. Gotta love life, eh? So, from the little bacon sandwich, which has given me terrible indigestion and heart pain. Mostly because I'm just climbing while trying to eat. Bad idea. This is the halfway spot. It's all right. Just totally beautiful. Well, checking these brakes work. Thankfully they do. So now, having just got halfway up the mountain, I mean, if you look, what I've done is I've climbed all the way down from there. So I've climbed off the peak of there, gone down through here, 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 and then all the way down, somewhere down there. And then walked across there, and then we'll come around and now come up through here, and that's what we've been doing. And now I'm heading over there, up the side of this mountain. I'm kind of delirious. Civilization. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we may have arrived at our resting destination. Having just climbed through a really deep forest, suddenly it's opening up, and there we have houses, scaffolding. It's all here. Well, we've made it. And you can understand why on the guidebook they make this a short day, 17k, because it's a hard 17k. I've got to be honest. I'm not sure I want to do any more. And obviously we'll take a little break, see what the situation is. Maybe check in somewhere. Well, it's another one of those classic mountain Spanish towns where there really is nothing. Nothing happening, nothing going on. Just siesta happening from 1:30 through till 4:30. So you got to get on board because everything is closed. There's nothing else for you to do but either go for a sleep or sit in the sun. The place is dead. Just no one, which is crazy. I can't even find a supermarket to buy a couple of little things for dinner. All closed. So I guess it's off to a bar, see if I can find a drink there. Well, we're on a late one today. It's nearly 9 o'clock and I've not left. Just slow. I've been arriving at like 12:30, 1 o'clock each day. And I just thought, you know what, I can afford to have a little bit of extra sleep. So I did, and now it's late. And I guess that means the entire pilgrim crew, straight behind us. I'm not alone. I guess that the entire pilgrim crew have gone forward, but maybe this is what everybody's been doing, going late every day. Anyway, let's begin. Let's crack on, shall we? One of the most important things on any Camino is cafe con leche in the mornings. Last coffee with a little bit of milk, and this is where that milk is coming from. Very important place. It's all happening here. The things you see on the Camino, just incredible. I don't know what to make of that, but apparently there are octopuses in that direction, people. Black cats, ladies and gentlemen, not octopuses, black cats. We're all worried. Well, right now it's absolutely lovely. It's just rolling hills, cruising through these little farmsteads, and yeah, easy walking in the perfect temperature, eating up the miles. That's the plan. 27 miles. We're going to be crossing over from Asturias into Galicia today. So, car. So, that's going to be a nice moment, moving into another region, and Galicia is just incredible. I love it. So I'm excited to get there. But for now, I'm wondering about breakfast because I'm feeling a little hungry, you know? Well, I've made one of those massive mistakes. I've been on the phone to my brother, and while chatting away, I've lost my way and walked entirely off the Camino for a good 20-30 minutes. Now I find myself on some path trying to navigate my way back in. The flies everywhere over here. Oh my life, it's a fly storm. And yeah, I'm being attacked by flies as we speak. It's chaos. Got to get there. Got to get back onto the Camino. Let's hope I can find a route through this forest. Great news, there are pilgrims ahead. I found my way back to the posse, to the crew. Some people to lead me in the way, which is good news. See, following pilgrims, you can either get yourself completely lost because they've got no idea where they're going, or keep you on track. It's a gamble either way. But that little moment of going by yourself that I just experimented with clearly failed. I guess there's the analogy, people, for today. We need one another to help us stay on track. Bang! Here endeth the sermon. Good job. Regain the peloton as they climb this hill. Still not made it to the top, but the sun's out now, so I'm hoping for a spectacular view once we get there. So let's hope so, but Oh, it's working me. Putting me to the test. That's for sure. Reached the top. And it is stunning. It's so beautiful. That was hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're at the top. Yeah, I thought we were at the top. On top of those
Yes,
ones.
so did we. And then we saw
think
this
this has
coming
to
up.
be
I'm
it.
like, hopefully we're not climbing that.
We'll know soon enough.
What a spot. So is this where you've just had lunch?
Yeah, we just
right here.
This is the spot. Well, I think I might
You can take it. It's nice and
inherit.
warm for you.
Yeah.
warmed
'Cause
it up.
heat is what I want. That's what I brought for lunch. So you need to be aware that there's no pilgrim support, or barely any. There's a couple of bars at the beginning of the day which retrospectively I should have got breakfast, and there was a little shop which had some fruit which I really regret not buying. I just didn't look at the guidebook and see that there was such a long stretch without anything. So thankfully these are left over from a couple of days ago. Bacon. What I would give for an apple, or a banana, or a carrot. Oh, a carrot. Doesn't spoil the view though. Lovely trail under the cover of the forest, under the canopy, which is good because it's really hot today. So that's keeping the temperature down. It's lovely to see all the pilgrims kind of like hanging out and enjoying one another's company, and every time you kind of walk and discover a group having a lunch, there's a big welcome for you, which is really nice. I like the camaraderie of being out here and enjoying this beautiful nature together. Look at these spider webs. Look at this. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have stepped into Galicia. Yes, indeed. Now begins just the final 166 kilometers walk to Santiago. What is wonderful is Galicia is one of the coolest places on the planet. But thank you, Asturia, for being epic. And I have to say that my two favorite days of any Camino anywhere have been in Asturia. Oh, hang on a minute. What about Finisterre? That's in Galicia. Oh, but what about the Pyrenees? That's in France. That's in Les Landes. Well, it's in the Pyrenees now I think about it. In the Basque Country, in fact. Yeah, that's a hard thing to actually nail down. But anyway, for now, we're in Galicia, and I love it. Oh, it's just insane. Well, in the background there is the city on the hill, and that's where my final destination is tonight. So we're literally a couple of K away, nearly finished for the day. So good. Lots of descending, lots of climbing, lots of the normal stuff you expect on a Camino. But I'm excited to get myself over there, checked in, haven't found any accommodation yet. Gonna go and try and work that out. But there's a little bar just here, which may be where I need to just rest for a moment. Well, there's the town at the top of the hill. And of course, we've got to climb to get to our final destination. Love it. I don't mind telling you, that was absolutely terrible. Basically, it takes you down that mountain, then straight back up, and it's just long and straight. Oh, it's a horrific climb with which to finish the day. The alternative option is to get a helicopter, and I seriously recommend it. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. And what an amazing little town Fonograda is. Lovely little place. Well, actually, I tell you a lie. I have no idea what it's like. I'm assuming it's lovely because when I arrived at the albergue yesterday, I just completely crashed. I got here at like 6 o'clock and just went to bed. And I've been in bed ever since. So this morning will be the first moment that I get a chance to discover the beauties of this little town. So before we crack on to what is ahead of us, let's take a little look at what is before us and enjoy this little town. Let's go do it. Apparently this is a great restaurant. I didn't eat here, so I was asleep. Beautiful church that I didn't go to because, yeah, I was asleep. That's not the first time. And as the pastor, probably won't be the last. Anyway, evening mass was not attended by Mr. Ellerington. I'd like to apologise to my denomination and to all of those that I work with across the world. I will do a better job tomorrow night. Or that would be tonight. I'll do a better job tonight. And this is the main street, and what a street it is. It's full of shops, it's full of road, and again, somewhere else I didn't get to visit. But enjoying it now. And finally, this is the pharmacy. And yes, I understand it's brilliantly stocked with everything that you need for a pilgrim on the move. And thankfully I didn't get a chance to go here because the pharmacies have been taking all of my money, as they do. They seem to, as pilgrims, we spend more time in pharmacies buying ointments for the pain than anything else. So yes, well, that's the town and how lovely it was. Now it's time to crack on with the Camino. Should we do it? Let's do it. Well, let's just say it's a work in progress. But man, the view's a killer. So Ocadevo is the place I'm heading to. It's got another part of that name which I can't pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. But Ocadevo is our final destination, 27k away, which is not too bad. But I guess it depends on how many mountains lay between here and there. There is a 25k stretch with zero support, it would seem. Not sure how true that is because you're never quite sure from the books, but it does mean that it's quite a good idea to maybe get some supplies, because yesterday I had nothing. I have packed into my bag some good old-fashioned Philadelphia, and if I could just find some cucumbers, I'd be away. Oh, a bit dizzy from spinning. Woo. So we've discovered some ruins here of a 14th century hospital So as people were making that pilgrimage route all those years ago, this is one of the places that you would stop to get help, support, and the pilgrims would be looked after. They sort out their blisters, their bust up knees, and yeah, what an amazing place right on top of the mountain. So, I mean, if you're in a lot of pain, you've got to climb a long way to get to this hospital, which doesn't seem like the most convenient place in the world. Anyway, it's here. Well, it was here. Now there's just a bunch of kind of ruins and a couple of old buildings. But let's check it out.
But I know somewhere we can go. Maybe we should skip the winter. This town is far too crowded for us now. 'Cause lately it's getting colder, but it's warmer when you are around. Yeah, I know somewhere we can go. Meet me down by the water. Escape the crowd so we can be alone.
You salvation. That's it.
Really, really good.
Is it good? You. Okay. Well, that was a spectacular lunch. Really enjoyed it. Nice to hang out exclusively with all the pilgrims. But I've discovered that there is a accommodation shortage for tonight and for tomorrow night in Lugo, which is the big city. There's some big festival happening, which means everything is booked up. So I'm looking at potentially a problem today and tomorrow. I have a car. I've really enjoyed actually not booking the accommodation and just being able to turn up and work it out. And the last few Caminos I've done, we've had to really book everything because, you know, there's been so many people. But this has been really nice just to have the freedom of walking and staying where you want to stay. But it looks like that moment has come and gone, and I may well be paying the price because it seems that everybody else is booked. So, where will I be tonight? Well, we're on the hunt, and so far all our albergues are full. Pensions are full. I haven't seen any hotels, but it's looking like the church form may well be the option available for me. Anyway, let's be hopeful. Well, good morning, and what a wonderful morning it is to here on, I think it is day 9 on the Camino, heading to Lugo, the big city of Lugo. I think this is like the famous city with the Roman wall. It's going to be spectacular. Can't wait to get there. It's 30k today. Hopefully it's not so full of mountains as the last few days have been, because I've got to tell you, it's been hard work. But 30k today. Left it a little late. The sun has already appeared, and I've left the little town of which there was nothing really to see there, to be honest with you. Kind of just a town full of albergues, and it poured with rain last night, poured with rain this morning, so actually I'm trying to get as far as I can before the rain hits once more. But yeah, 30k ahead, feeling good. Let's get this party started, shall we? Every time I'm hanging out in Galicia, it just reminds me so much of England. The lush green rolling hills. It really makes me homesick. Rain and mud. Also, something that very much reminds me of England. Just stumbled across this lovely little village. Beautiful. Maybe the right moment to grab an orange juice and a chocolatine or something of that nature. Oh, these steps. Oh, they hurt. Well, this morning has fairly much been kind of cruising through farms and woodland. It's been stunning with the sun kind of coming through in between the trees. The golden hour of light is just, it's so beautiful out here and peaceful. And you know what? I've not seen one other pilgrim. I've been walking for 3 or 4 hours. So it's just lovely. It's perfect temperature. It's not too hot. So stoked the sun came out because it was horrible this morning. And this is really a really nice day. Different day from after all that climbing. It's not so many hills to get up and down. It's just rolling, which is easy days on this ancient path. Winding my way through northern Spain. Lumo I'm excited to be in tonight because being in a big city, well, that's going to be fun to check out the history, find out about this ancient place, and hopefully find some Italian food. That's what I'm hoping for. So winds all around. Anyway, let's keep moving, shall we? Come on. In there. Come on then. Come on then. What have we got? Come on. Hey. Oh, you're noisy. You're coming for it, aren't you? No? Hello. Look at you. Hey? Aren't you a beauty? Very chilled, aren't you? Hey? Ladies and gentlemen, it's decision time. We can go 15k that way. Oh, hang on. That's 115k in that direction versus 114k in that direction. My life, these are big decisions. Right or left? I better do some Google research. Well, I think the decision is to go 114 kilometers in that direction, turning left as we arrive at this juncture next to a farmyard that smells lovely. Just what I needed, I found a place for pilgrims, a little rest area for pilgrims, and we've got some watermelon here. I think it's a little Donativo just here to help pilgrims as they're passing by. How great is that? Absolutely awesome. A massive win because I really needed a break. Good stuff. You! Hey mate, they got watermelon here. Donativo.
Good man! Good man! The angle of the way!
You! Muchas gracias. We're just 8k away from Lugo, so we are just about there, really, another hour and a half and we're in town. The primary issue is the music festival tonight, and there is zero accommodation for me thus far. I've been unable to book anything for the last 2 days. Searching around on the different websites, can't find anything. So we are strolling into here with zero idea how we're going to accommodate ourselves, which was the case yesterday as well. But I managed to find a place. So I'm working on the principle that always something turns up. So hopefully that will be how it works out. But for now, we continue down this busy road as one of the first moments of actually walking next to a road on this whole Primitivo. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting there and having a little Coke Zero will be nice. Okay, we've made it, and I'm exhausted. Even though that was not really a lot of mountain climbing, actually I find it quite exhausting today. Anyway, to polish me off, now I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. The Primitivo is hard, eh? It's a tough walk. Well, the good news is that I am showered. I've dropped all my stuff in the albergue. €8 tonight in the municipal, but no blankets, so it could be a cold night, and it does look like it's going to be a cold night. So I'll be dressing in every item of clothing I have. But we've got a place in the city. And the great thing about the albergue is it's right here in the center of the city. Check it out, it's very cool. Lisa here. So definitely one of the great things about coming to a city is the food, and I'm able to immediately go and order some amazing urban sushi. So I'm super stoked. This is the beautiful thing that you don't get in all the little towns on the Camino. So here we go. It's noisy, it's bustling, there's loads of atmosphere, it's great. Well guys, the road that goes around the city is around about 2k long, and I've walked the inside, the outside, and now I'm walking on top. On a 30k day, I think I've probably done another 10k on top, just exploring, but it's such a cool place to explore. It's been brilliant. So what's unique about this Roman wall is it's the only place really in the whole of Europe where such a massive structure is complete, where nothing has been broken down or taken away from it. I mean, it's complete. It's unique. Incredible. It still stands today. Well, I'm not sure whether this is the cathedral or not, but it's significantly cathedral-esque. So let's go check it out, see if we can get in and find out some history. Well, that was spectacular. I did the full tour, cost €4. That was €4 well spent. Brilliant. Like, there's a museum in there, there's the actual, where the choir and the main cathedral is at the centre, like the epicenter of the whole thing. It's just jaw-dropping. It's so stunning, so beautiful. And yeah, man, the older I get, the more fascinating I'm finding it. Yeah, really good. I can highly recommend doing the tour. It's good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and it is a cold morning at that. It is a wet, rainy, cold day, the first rainy, cold day of September, really, and wow, we are in it. We've been walking for about an hour and a half, and yes, this is the day that we join the Française. It's wild and windy and fairly horrible up here. Rain's still coming and quite a lot of climbing. Well, you know, not terrible, but yeah, conditions are not too ideal. But it's one of those days, just get your head down and you push on. So, head down, I'm pushing on. One of the nice things about the Camino is it does take you kind of through these tiny little farming villages, which, you know, consists of about 4 houses, and you kind of wind your way through. And these, you know, these family-run farms haven't changed for generations. They're just literally as they were hundreds of years ago. Maybe they got a tractor or two, but it's like stepping back into a full-on time warp. And you know, it's amazing. It's amazing to see how this way of life is still very much alive and well. Look at this little farming village right now. Look at that. Sunshine, ladies and gentlemen, I'm walking on sunshine. Woohoo! Yes, the sun is out and the day's feeling better. The rain has left for a moment and we are just 5k away from joining the Française. 5k away from connecting with all those other pilgrims who've been walking since Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, or for those that have just started doing their final 100k. Whatever it is, in 5k we're on the conveyor belt heading down to Santiago. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Milan, and that is the Française. So, quite a ugly looking town right now, but we're on the outskirts, probably the industrial section. They always tend to be stunningly beautiful in the centre. Well, we're back on the Francaise and there are people everywhere. It's kind of cool because you get kind of drawn into the atmosphere immediately of the Camino with so many people around you, all with their rucksacks. We've got the guys on bikes, we've got the hikers, and apparently there's some people doing it horseback the other day. So we're into the festival spirit of the Camino now for the next couple of days as we walk down the Francaise on our way to Santiago. So I'm on a big push trying to get to Azur, which would make today around about 40k, and the purpose is they have great pizza there. So that's the big motivation. And then it kind of drops my final 2 days into much smaller days into Santiago. So big day today, another 15k to go, and just had lunch, so another 3 hours of walking and we should arrive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, having made it all the way to Azur, this is the moment I was chasing down and excited for. I am heading down to the best pizza restaurant on the entire Camino. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 9:14 and I have slept in all my life. I booked myself into a private little pension for $25, euros even, and I slept like a baby. It was glorious. And because I'm kind of like within shouting distance of Santiago, I've just got into let's go slow mode after yesterday's let's go fast mode. So we are on a slow start because it's 9:15 and man alive, that is the latest I've ever got on the trail, but it feels wonderful. So it's potentially one hit all the way to Santiago or two. It's whether I want to do a 45k day or I want to rock out 220s. I got no idea how I feel just yet. Whether I want to bring this Primitivo to an end or whether I want to savor the moment. So the last 100k, what you're told to do is to get 2 stamps per day. So for everybody who's rocking up for those last 2 days, everybody's desperate to get those 2 stamps so they can get their Compostela. Because without those 2 stamps or more per day, there's no proof that they've really done this. So there we've got a nun who's set up a little stamping station. Very popular. Gotta love it. Everybody's hunting the stamp. Well, Santiago is in sight. We can see the cathedral. It's probably around about 5k from here. And we've just come over the top, that first kind of view of the cathedral, and everyone's dead excited to know that's our destination. Just behind those trees and a few more roads, and we're going to be done. And wow, what a feeling of accomplishment. You can just feel the joy amongst every single pilgrim here. It's just epic. Feels great. Primitivo has come to an end. What a crazy adventure it's been. Absolutely radical, so much fun. Those mountains were just insane. And now here, in Santiago once more in front of the cathedral. What a joy, what a spot to be, to hang out. Well, I hope you enjoyed the adventure, hope you enjoyed the journey, and we'll see you next time, somewhere on the Camino.
Thank you.